I'm gonna start talking soon. I just have to see if I'm recording here. Am I recording? Okay. I'm recording. Let me see my voice is working. Yeah, I just learned today I'm gonna have to put the family dog's gonna have to be put to sleep. I just learned that today. Yeah. I'd rather have the family dog be put to sleep than to have him die a horrific death where I don't want to discover him dead in the backyard, covered in ants or for him to die a violent death or something like that. I don't want to discover that, Hey, what's up? How's it going? How you doing? Not good. I'm chewing food. I'll tell you why in a second. I learned that I'm gonna have to, put my dog down. He's technically the family dog. He belongs to my parents, but he's also my dog. I learned that he's gonna have to be put down. What's going on is he has, what's called water brain. So he's a chihuahua, and he has water on his brain. Oh yeah, thank you. Yeah. He has water on his brain, and he has neurological issues. He has tremors. He can hardly walk. Well, we were at the vet office. He was all fours were spread out on the floor. He was just laid out on the floor when we were at the vet office. He couldn't even walk on the tile. He can walk a little bit and stumble around in our house, but not at the vet. He was they had a tile floor or something like that, and he was just, their floor was shiny, and all fours were just spread out. He's just laid out on the floor. It was horrible, and he's got several issues. He also has a big growth on him, and yeah, he's in the they told me that they can do diagnostic testing and treatment, but he told me that he told me that there's no promise that the dog's gonna make it. There's no guarantee that the dog's gonna make it. The dog is going on 18 years old. He's not quite 18 yet. I don't think he's gonna turn 18. I think he'll be dead before then, because we're gonna put him down, probably. But yeah. Also, another thing is, my mother in particular seemed to be in denial about how bad his condition was, and I had to break it to her, the horrible news. I had to break it to her. I had to tell her that, hey, the vet said that he's in critical condition, he's dying. The vet literally said he's in critical condition. That means he's dying. The vet literally said that, so he's gonna die soon. Even if we didn't do anything, he would still die. And I'd much rather have him put to sleep than suffer. I don't want him to suffer in our house. I don't want him suffer and be confined to a cage. I don't want him to suffer and run outside. I don't want him running outside and trying to find a bush to go die in again. I don't want him suffering outside. I don't want him to die with bugs crawling on him. we all agree that we want him to die with dignity, so that's why we're gonna probably put him to sleep. Because we want him to die with dignity, and also our financial situation is not that great. We're tight on money, and like treatment literally would cost like thousands of dollars with no hopeful outcome, and you'd likely have to go for surgery. He might not make it through surgery. Another reason why we are opting to put him to sleep rather than do treatment, and it's not just financial stuff, but we're worried that like we won't be able to say goodbye to him, that he'll die on the operating table, or they'll hospitalize the dog and then the dog will die while being hospitalized. Like the dog will die at the veterinarian and we won't be able to say goodbye to him. He'll die at the veterinarian. Instead of dying in our arms, like he won't die in my arms, he'll die at the veterinarian. On the operating table or in like a cage. Like that's not that's not going peacefully. That's all you gotta say. He's in critical condition, so he's gonna die anyway. And even if they do treatment for him, I think he would still die, given his condition and how old he is. He's going on 17 years old, and he's been falling apart. He has been dying. I already know that he's been dying. I knew it was just a matter of time. Yeah, he hasn't been put to sleep yet because what happened is we went to the vet at 9 a.m. and my mom wasn't there. It was just my dad and I. My mom didn't come along, so we had to tell her when we came home. So he hasn't been put to sleep yet, but like I heard it will be probably next week. Because we're trying to process it right now. You know, we didn't want to do it overnight. We need some time to grieve and process it. I mean, my mom has been crying. My mom has been crying a lot. Yeah. My mom's just been crying a lot, and we're kind of like saying goodbye to him right now by giving him like his last meal, like giving him his last meal, spending as much time with him as possible, making sure that like I give him what I do is I give him visual stimulation by taking him outside and letting him sniff things, but I'll have to hold him because he can't really walk. I will literally hold him and let him sniff things and let him. I think he has blind or limited vision, so he can see. I try to let him see the neighborhood a little bit, but I have to hold him because he can't really walk too well. I have to hold him for the most part. You should go to the beach. Yeah, that's a good idea. Yeah, take him to the beach, right? Because we're just what we're doing is we're creating our last moments with him, and that's something that we didn't get to do with the other two dogs that we had. The other two dogs that we had such medical distress, they had to be put down right away, no delay. My first dog, Ginger, had to be put down right away, no delay, because she was bleeding out of her, like, private area, but she was spayed. So it's like having endometriosis, but being spayed. And nothing would cure it. I spent like about $3,000 at the time to try to get her cured. This was when I was younger, and I had the money to spend at the vet. I had thousands of dollars to spend at the vet. I tried to get her cured. I tried my hardest, but then she wouldn't be able to sleep. She was crying out in pain. And she was screaming in pain so loud that we ended up having to put her to sleep and we couldn't delay it. Like, this was 10 years ago that we had to put her to sleep because she would scream out in pain, and I had already spent like $3,000 trying to get her treatment over lake. 2 years. I tried to get her treatment for like 2 to 3 years. I spent $3,000 or something like that. I was younger and I had the money to do it. Oh yeah. Yeah, poor thing. I know. And then there was, Cinnamon. Cinnamon was the runt of the litter, but that's part of the reason why, I persuaded my family to keep her because I wanted her to be looked after. I didn't want her to just go to any rando owner. And she ended up, she caught parvo repeatedly, even though, like, we had her vaccinated for parvo, she would still come down with it, even though she was vaccinated for it. And, what happened with her is she got cancer and she would circle your leg and pee. She would, like, circle your leg and pee, and, it was just, she was blind, so she would circle your leg, and she was super skinny, and she was suffering too much, so we ended up having to put her down like almost 10 years ago as well. This was probably about 7 to 8 years ago that this happened. It was a long time ago. That was a long time ago as well. And we couldn't delay because she was suffering too much. We couldn't delay. We couldn't like create our last memories of her. We couldn't delay. But with Spice, now I have Spice, right? So like, Spice is the only one left out of that litter that came from Ginger. So now we're, now we're delaying putting. The Spice has been suffering a lot recently, and now we have the option to delay putting him down a bit, like by a week. So now we got, I don't want him to suffer too much because he's already suffered enough, but we got the option to create our last memories with Spice. So there'll be a lot more closure with Spice than there was the other two dogs because we'll have a chance to create our last memories of him before like his suffering gets so bad where he has to get put down immediately. I don't want him to start screaming in pain and then he'll have to get put down immediately and we won't be able to create our last memories of him. I want to actually start creating those last memories of him while he's still here with the limited time he has. I seen you live on here like 5 years ago. Are you still the same person? I've been through a lot of shit. I wouldn't say I'm the same person. I've been through a lot of shit. I think I've only been broadcasting on TikTok for 3 to 4 years. Maybe you saw me in late 2024, am I right? Because I think that's when I started on TikTok as far as going live. Yeah, I know, right? It's so hard to see them go. Hey, what's goes out? How's my hand doing? Yeah, it's a parrot. He is a parrot. And I totally don't know what mission I'm supposed to do. Oh my god. Yeah, it's called PD the Parrot. Yeah, maybe I didn't, out. I think I did finish the quest that I was on last time, but I'm not sure, but there was many quests that piled up from last time. Yeah. There was somebody who came in here who missed the parrot and they said they liked the parrot. Yeah, I'm doing a lot of gaming this week because I'm going through a lot. I just learned today that my dog needs to be put down. My family dog. He technically belongs to my parents, but he's also my dog as well. He's my dog that I grew up with. I learned that he's going to need to get put down. And just a couple of days ago, I went through an escape attempt. He escaped from our house just a couple days ago, and I had to go through that too. And then I saw the horrific pictures that the neighbor took of him being in the middle of the street, and yeah, that was bad. That's why I don't like him being outside, but my parents make all those decisions. But in response, what I've done is I have an air tag on him now, so I constantly keep track of him on my phone. I watch him like a hawk now on my phone, and we better secured our house so that he can't be an escape artist anymore. But that was really horrific for me a couple of days ago. It was horrible. We have had dogs for 20 years, never had anything like that happen, but our fence got old. Is your dog okay after a vet? I wouldn't say that he's okay. He has water on the brain. He has water brain. He's a Chihuahua, so he's got water brain. Hello, Papa, thank you. And he is tremoring, and he is struggling to walk. Well, if a surface is like shiny, he won't be able to walk on it if a surface is like shiny. Because they have like a shiny surface at the vet, like tiles, and he was like on all fours and he's just completely laid out on his stomach. I would say he's definitely not okay. He's gonna have to get put down. Because they told us like if we do treatment, there's not like a realistic or reasonable chance that he's going to recover or have a good quality of life. If we do treatment and we do surgery, he's not going to really, there's not a reasonable chance that he'll recover or have a good quality of life. The vet literally told us that he's in critical condition, so no, he's not okay. He's in critical condition, and I forgot what else. I don't really like talking about it, but I have to just try to describe a situation. Oh God. It's really upsetting. I've been really struggling this week. It's been one of the hardest weeks of my life. I always say it's the hardest week of my life, but okay, this week actually topped all the other weeks as far as being the hardest week of my life. Actually, this week, actually toppled over all the other weeks where I said it was the hardest week or the worst day of my life. Like, a couple of days ago when he had escaped our house, that was the worst day of my life. That toppled all the other so-called worst days of my life. That made all the other worst days of my life look like child's play. And this week has made the rest of my life, all the hard times that I've went through, look like child play. This week has made every other difficult week I've had in my life look like child's play and yours. Thank you so much. Yeah, I just learned that my dog's gonna have to be put down, but my family's not rushing to. He's a family dog, technically. He belongs to my parents, but he's also my dog. He's my dog that I grew up with. I just learned today that, yeah, he's gonna have to get put down, but we're not doing it overnight. I mean, we really don't want to do it. None of us really wanted to do it, but he's gonna suffer. You know, the alternative is much worse. He would suffer, potentially suffer a painful death, or even potentially a violent death, or a death of being like, you know, like, we do not want to find him, like, we do not want to find his corpse in our house, or worse yet, outside being covered in flies, or even if his corpse was in the house, realistically, he would be still covered with bugs, because bugs would probably come in somehow. We do not want to find his corpse covered in bugs. We do not want to find him, like, we do not want to find him turning blue, and I'm not going to be graphic. I shouldn't be graphic like that, but, where is your IBAN Lydian? Oh, I'm not Lydian. My character is inspired by World of Warcraft, including that character, but I'm not Lydian. My name is 8-foot because I'm 8 feet tall. My last name is Beast because I'm a beast. I'm from Dungeons and Dragons, but my character is my character is World of Warcraft inspired, so not from World of Warcraft, but World of Warcraft inspired. And what is your favorite version of your character? Oh, definitely this one. Yeah. I mean, this was my original concept, definitely this one, but the cosplay is funny. I mean, if I'm in the mood for a good laugh, the cosplay version that I have so far is funny, if I'm in the mood for a laugh, but... Yeah, I haven't really laughed a lot lately. I hadn't told any jokes that usually would be a lot funnier, but, well, given what I'm going through with my dog right now, I can't laugh, I can't joke, I can't even smile. I'm struggling to even smile. I can't laugh, I can't joke, I'm struggling to smile, I'm struggling to laugh. It's not that I haven't laughed at all, because there was a guest that went on the other day that made me laugh. But it's just difficult. It's not easy to, and it's not, like, I'm not gonna find joy in, like, any of life's moments right now, given what I'm going through with my dog's health and decline. I'm not going to, like, find any joy from anything other than death, I guess. It's my only solace right now is playing World of Warcraft. That's why I've been playing it every day this week. Oh, I'm trying to get to a certain part of the map and I'm just, like, struggling because I'm kind of, like, I don't know, I'm tired. I know I'm saying all of this with a voice changer, but I imagine some people would be able to hear it, the seriousness of what I'm going through, even though I'm saying all this with a voice changer, but yeah, I'm going through rough times right now. You can go through tough times, and tough times I think is an understatement. Anyhow, I'm gonna play the game. Yeah, trying to get to, I think I need to go the opposite direction, that's my problem. bro, why are you blocking half this game with nonsense? You should be able to see the whole game. You should be able to see the whole entire game here. One's clicking him out. What does that mean? Oh, thank you. You bring the buttons on your bars to numbers. Oh, okay. Thank you. Yeah, I'll have to look into that things. Because I've been playing this game every day lately because I ain't going through a lot of shit right now. I just learned that my dog is probably gonna need to be my dog's gonna need to be put to sleep soon, pretty much. I learned that my dog's gonna need to be put to sleep, so I'm not happy. I've been going through a lot of stress, so I've been playing this every day. Oh, thank you so much. Yeah, I've been playing this every day, so thank you. Yeah, I'll probably stop playing it soon for a little while. I'll probably give it a break for a little while soon and go back to Sims, but I just needed something that is really going to take my mind off of all the crap I'm going through in life right now. Hey, what's good, so how's it going? How you doing? How old are you using voice changer and animated skin? It's on my profile, man. My character is like, an ancient vampire, though. I'm old, as you can see with my Windows XP setup here, my retro setup. You see that I'm old as fuck. Like, you can literally see that here. Only someone who's old as fuck would have this setup for the most part. I mean, unless it's a young person who's like interested in past aesthetics, but like I grew up with this shit. Like I know this shit. Oh. Oh no, you're okay. World of Warcraft. No, you're okay. People ask me how old I am all the time, so I don't know, the way you phrase it though kind of put me off. I guess it could be kind of, yeah, I could interpret that as rude, the way you phrase it, but I've been told worse things though. Thing is that I've been told way worse. I haven't gone through a lot of shit, so I've been over some pretty terrible stuff.
I wonder if this island will kill me. Again.
Okay.
Welcome to the party. You're the only hope those survivors have left. No pressure.
And make sure you be stopping that ritual.
I haven't seen you in a while. How are you doing? I don't know if you've seen my story updates, but I'm going through a lot of shit right now. Oh, I don't even know where to start. I don't know you didn't see my stories, but you may already know if you've seen my stories. Okay. Oh, I hear you. Okay, so let me try to summarize. So, my family dog, he technically belongs to my parents, but he's also like my dog too because I grew up with him. The ownership lies within my parents as far as like the legal stuff. My parents own him legally. So anyhow, he's my dog that I got when I was like in middle school. My parents made most decisions revolving around his care and whatnot, but so okay, here's what I'm not embarrassed. I just try some ways. I'm traumatized. So, he's elderly. The background noise is so loud I can't hear you. Oh shit. Really? Okay. I have been having it this volume for days, but alright. Let me see, I can adjust this. Okay. Yeah, I turned it down a little. Is it still too loud? I've been playing World of Warcraft for like a week because I had to get my mind off stuff. Should I turn it down more? I don't want to get to the point where you can't hear the game, but okay. So I'm risking I cut to the chase. My parents had let the family dog out. His name is Spice. He's a 17-year-old Chihuahua. He's 17 going on 18, and he is elderly and he has medical issues, lots of health problems. So, our house doesn't have any AC. we only have fans, so my parents frequently let him be outside to cool off at night because it gets cooler at night, like 69 degrees. And I'm just gonna cut to the chase now. He was doing his business outside and cooling off, getting some fresh air, and unfortunately he escaped our house. There was a gap in our fence. Because our fence is old, the fencing is old, and there was a gap there, and he escaped. And I never was comfortable with him being outside. I never was really comfortable with him being outside because my neighborhood has a bit of a coyote problem. Yeah, my neighborhood has a coyote problem, so I'm never okay with him being outside. I'm never okay with any of this. But my parents wanted to let him outside. I never really was okay with him being outside unless I'm there with him, having him leash, really like able to be there. But anyhow, yeah, he got out. He snuck out. He already was found a couple days ago. He was found right away. That was the good thing, is he was found immediately. A neighbor found him immediately. So how I found him was through this app called Nextdoor. I don't know if you know what Nextdoor is or if you've heard of it, but it's a neighbor's app. It's like a neighborhood app. Are you this Skate Grove guy? I have no idea who that is. I don't know. I don't know who that is, but that's definitely not me. So, anyhow, so the neighbor across the street took some photos of the dog when he found the dog, and it was heartbreaking. The photos are really heartbreaking. The photos are actually disturbing, to be honest. The photos are deeply disturbing of how he found our dog. My dog was in the middle of this, and by the way, this would have never happened if my parents had just listened to me. Close the damn gate to the backyard. If my mom had just listened to me to close the damn gate, this wouldn't have happened. But yeah, he was found in the middle of the street with his head down, and his legs are like spread out because he can hardly walk. He's like lost most of his mobility. And he was found in the middle of the street with his head down into the street. Like his nose is literally down into the street. And you can tell that he's scared. And the photos are just downright disturbing. And this was posted on Nextdoor. So the entire surrounding community saw these photos and saw what kind of condition he's in. So I got reunited with my dog, but here's what happened. I had to post my phone number publicly to get him back, because there was no way I could connect with that neighbor individually. I didn't even know he was my neighbor, because he's actually new to the neighborhood. I didn't know he lived across the street from me. But I had to post my phone number publicly to get him back. And I also posted my parents' contact information because we all live in the same household together, so I posted all of our contact information, the whole family. So yeah, of course I got him back because he called me, you know, but so I had to basically dox myself with my family to get my dog back. And the photos, like I said, the photos are really hard to look at. And many people, I just got a barrage of people responding to the thread that the neighbor created on Nextdoor, concerned citizens, tons of them. People saying that there were so many people, like en masse, dozens of people saying take him to the vet immediately. Looks like he has swelling on the brain. So 2 days later, we take him to the vet. Today. 2 days out from the incident, which was not today, yesterday. Okay, yesterday, because it's after midnight. Yeah, it's going on to the morning. So yesterday, we took him to the vet at 9 in the morning. We did get him examined. It costed $95. But I think he should have came to the vet a lot earlier. I was saying this dog needs to go to the vet. Several times, over and over again, I was saying he needs to go to the vet. So I had to put a lot of pressure on my parents because my parents own him to take him to the vet. I had to put a tremendous amount of pressure on them to. They didn't seem to know how serious. My parents really didn't understand how serious of a condition he was in. My parents were like in denial about the whole thing. They were in denial. Okay, they were deeply in denial. They really didn't realize how serious this was, and I had to exert like a lot of pressure. And I was about ready to take that dog out of here and get him to the vet myself. I was about ready to take him to the vet myself because I was like, well, my mother understood first, and she just, they eventually understood. It took them some time. They were in denial, but it took them some time. I had to burst their bubble about the situation. I had to burst their bubble. It took some time. I didn't have the $95 to pay for this. They did. Because I'm broke. I don't have any money, so luckily they paid for it. And I provided everyone an update on the next door thread that, yeah, he has been looked at. And, got some bad news. He's gonna have to be put to sleep. Here's the reason why he's gonna have to be put to sleep. His condition is so bad from, multiple health problems, and his age, multiple health problems, complex health problems, neurological issues. The vet said that he has water on his brain, that they're not able to confirm that unless they take an x-ray, but it looks like he has water on his brain based on the symptoms. He has water on his brain. And, his condition is so serious, the vet said he's in critical condition. No, not serious condition, critical condition. The vet says that he, is in critical condition. The vet said there's two options. Pay thousands of dollars for treatment. There's not a reasonable chance that you'll have a good quality of life or be able to make a recovery. Or the humane option, or humane euthanasia. He told us those were two options, so we opted for, we're gonna be opting for humane euthanasia as far as I know, but we couldn't do it overnight though. We're not doing it overnight because my mom is processing it right now and she's like crying and she's really upset. And we're gonna just try to create our last memories of him because here's this thing. He does need to get put down. Like, he needs to get put down, and here's the reason why. When he escaped from the house that I live in, because my mom decided to keep the backyard door open so that he could go in the front yard, which I think was a bunch of bullshit. I told her not to do that. I told her, let me close the door. It's not safe. But, when he escaped from the house that I live in with my parents, he almost got run over by a car. Like, he was very close to getting run over by a car or getting attacked by a coyote. Like, it was very, very close. And I tried to prevent this. I could have prevented this. I tried to prevent it. But I only have so much control over the situation when my parents are literally letting him in and out to go outside. Like, I don't have a lot of control over this situation. I don't have complete control over the situation. If I were in the driver's seat, this wouldn't have happened. There's no way in the hell this would have happened if I were in the driver's seat. I wouldn't have let this happen. But, in regards to the whole next door thread about the lost dog, which was my dog, the family dog, I had to post, okay, my parents are not on Nextdoor, so I'm the one who had to post my phone number on the thread to get my dog back. I basically had to dox myself on Nextdoor to get the dog back. People are now, people are really outraged about the situation, rightfully so, but some people are actually, directing that criticism at me or they're like coming after me, and I made it clear like, hey, look, my parents are the ones who let him outside, not me. I'm not letting him outside as my parents, okay? Like, my parents are the one in the driver's seat here with this situation. And I made that clear on the next door thread, and people were coming after me. People were coming after me. Even though I made that clear that it's not my fault, people are still coming after me. People are blaming me and they're coming after me because I'm the one who had to post my fucking phone number to get the dog back. I had to post my fucking phone number. I'm gonna go back to that thread and I'm gonna remove all my parents' contact information and phone number because I got random people, they texted me, but the person who texted me was very nice. It wasn't like anything bad, but that person on the next door had previously accused me of some things. They previously weren't so nice on the next door thread. And a lot of people were like saying, you and your parents. I was like, me, I had nothing, like, if it were me, this wouldn't have happened. Like you and your parents, what are you talking about? What are you talking about? I'm not my parents. Stop making me responsible for my parents. God damn, it's like, don't make me take responsibility for my parents. Damn. Those people don't understand or have empathy or want to take things out on, and they want to take things out on other people. Yeah, so like, I'm getting a lot of comments on Nextdoor that like border on harassment. I'm getting a lot of comments that kind of like border on harassment, and people are like implying that like it's horrible. I can't even talk about it without cringing. It's horrible. I can't even talk about the whole thing without cringing, and I'm traumatized. My mental health is hurting because of this situation. My mental health has been hurting because of this situation, so the night that my dog went missing, I actually had to dial 988 for the first time in my life. I actually had to speak with a crisis line. I had to dial 988 for the first time in my life. I've never had to dial 988. That's basically like known as the suicide line, but it's also known as the crisis line. I made it clear that I'm not suicidal, but I need to talk to somebody about this because I thought that our family dog had gotten attacked by a coyote. I thought that he was dead, that a coyote got him, or that he got run over or something happened. Meanwhile, the whole time there was a post on Nextdoor. I didn't even think to check Nextdoor because I was doing a search and rescue going up and down the neighborhood with my iPhone flashlight. I was going up and down the neighborhood in a pair of flippers. I was wearing my boxers, my slippers, a t-shirt, and there I was with my iPhone flashlight looking like a crazy person. I was looking like a crazy meth head tweaker with my flashlight. I looked like a meth head tweaker with my flashlight. It looked like I was on meth. It was like flashlight and like just going around like, oh, like I was tweaking out. I was totally tweaking out in my boxers and my flashlight looking underneath every single car going up and down the blocks when my dog was literally just probably 70 feet away from me at my neighbor's house, or 50 feet away. Like literally my dog was probably just 50 feet away at my neighbor's house. And I'm going around the whole neighborhood with a flashlight. Yeah. It's traumatic. I'm traumatized. And plus the photos that were posted of my dog on Nextdoor were horrific. He has his face down into the street. I understand people had reacted to the Nextdoor post that the neighbor made strongly. I understand people reacting strongly. The photos of the dog are disturbing. I mean, the photos of my dog that were taken being found in the street like that, I want to clarify, it's the family dog. The dog belongs to my parents, okay, so I don't get taken out of context here. But those photos were horrific. They were disturbing. Why you up? Stress? Life? Just found out that my dog is gonna have to be put down. Like, We're not gonna, my family's not gonna do it overnight. Well, he's a family dog. He belongs to my parents. He's also my dog. I grew up with him. Stressed, that's why I'm been a stressful week. Oh no, I've been stressed out. My dog is in very poor health. The vet said that my dog's in critical health and he's gonna have to get put to sleep more than likely. So it hasn't happened yet because my family and I are processing it. But he's technically a family dog. He belongs to the family. But I also refer to him as my dog because I grew up with him. But yeah, and also, I had an incident recently where the dog escaped from our yard, and that was my parents' fault. My mom in particular, that was her fault. That was really traumatic, because we've had dogs for like 20 years. We never had anything like that happen, but we had aging fence that was falling apart. It was falling apart a little bit. It's fixed now, but yeah. But what I did, I also want to say, I've been repeating the story over and over again about my dog, but what I want to say also, the dog is still alive. He's still with us right now, but what I want to say is like, what I want to add to the whole thing is that, because I'm going to put this up on YouTube, so I want to make sure I get every detail in here. I bought an air tag to track the dog with the air tag. I am tracking the dog with the air tag, and I'm just monitoring him like crazy on the Find My app, and just monitoring him like crazy with that air tag. I am just repeatedly checking Find My, make sure that he's safe. I'm like, okay, if you guys are gonna let him outside, I am gotta put an air tag on him, because I don't trust the situation. I don't trust it, so I put an air tag on him, and I just like I'm monitoring him on my phone for hours on Find My, and just like monitoring him for hours. I know I'm monitoring him when I know he's safe, when I don't need to be, but it's because of trauma, because my nervous system doesn't believe that the situation is safe yet, so I'm still monitoring him on the Find My app like crazy, because my nervous system, like, I can't, like, my nervous system still doesn't believe the situation's safe, so it's trauma. I'm basically monitoring him hyper-vigilant. I'm being hyper-vigilant about monitoring my dog on the Find My app because of the trauma of him escaping. It's because of the trauma. Alright, I'm just kind of circling around in this game. I think I'm gonna get off of here now. I'm just kind of circling around. I think I'm gonna wrap this up. I'm gonna see what quests I got here. I'm just kind of circling around. The problem with these quests are these locations are a lot harder to find than the first quest that I was getting earlier in the week. I mean, that's okay. I'm playing this to get immersed into it and get my mind off of my troubles. It can be a little challenging because I'm getting immersed in it. Just try to get my mind off of my troubles. Oh yeah, this quest is kind of a problem because I remember I went to the Harpy Roost and I didn't see anything going on over there. Huh. Oh. Oh, it's below Harpy Roost. Oh, no wonder why I couldn't find it. Okay. Crane to lights. I'm not sure what's going on with this quest. Killclaw the Terrible. I attempted this yesterday and I ended up dying battling Killclaw the Terrible, and I'm guessing it's because I need to like level up a little bit before I can do that one. I think before I do this quest I need to like level up a little bit. Suggested players 3. Oh, you have to take Killclaw on with 3 other players to slay him. I see. Okay. Yeah, that's part of it. Okay. I've been up since 7:30 in the morning yesterday because I took my dog to the vet at 9 a.m. So I've been up since 7:30 in the morning yesterday, and it's now going on 3 in the morning the next day. I'm getting really tired now. I think I'm getting too tired to do this anymore. I may go check out this rescue Herbert Bloomburst, like just try to get in the area and see what's going on again. But I don't know how much of it I'm gonna do because realistically I'm falling apart. I'm getting really tired. I get really tired and falling apart. I may just chill on my bed and eat some, like, I might just chill on my bed and just eat some, like chips or something. I sometimes have this ritual before I fall asleep. I will like chill on the bed and eat pita chips or something like that. I realized I forgot to restock up on barbecue potato chips. I have to order some barbecue potato chips on Amazon. I forgot to restock up on them. And of course I forgot to restock up on potato chips because I'm low for so much shit. Of course I forgot. Anything that's not important, I'm gonna forget it, of course. Yeah, normally I would be cleaning my room or doing something like that or so. I did get to use the racing wheel a little bit. Normally I'd be doing something like that. I'd normally be doing something different. I normally wouldn't be doing this at a certain point. Like I'd normally be doing music or something, but I just can't because I'm so stressed out. I've got to do something different. I gotta do something simple and repetitive, like, because I'm so stressed out. There's just too much going on. This gives me C-Wab 2021 vibes from Adult Swim. Oh, I gotta check that out. I don't know if I heard that one. I don't know if I've seen that one. Oh my god, oh my god, I don't remember opening the deep well. What? Don't remember opening the deep well. Yeah, I'm gonna be wrapping this up because I'm getting really sleepy now. I was doing this to get sleepy and to get tired and to try to bring my nervous system up. Yeah, I am a vampire. I'm a vampiric horde, yes. Yes, I am. good grief, this quest is really hard to get to. PE to Parrot. Hello, my pale king, how are we doing today? Thank you so much for asking, been one of the worst weeks of my life. Just learned that my dog is, I need to get put down, but my family were not doing it overnight. He's technically a family dog, so he belongs to my parents, but I also refer to him as my dog because I grew up with him. Not doing good. And also he escaped from our house for the first time in like 20 years. He's 18-year-old Chaw. He's about to turn 18. Oh, thank you so much. Yeah, I'm traumatized because he was found in the middle of the street with his face down, and the photos of my dog being found after he escaped from our house are just really disturbing. Somebody posted it on Nextdoor, and the photos are just super disturbing. The photos are like very difficult to look at. And then people got outraged about it, and I got involved with that outrage, even though it was my parents' fault that he escaped. It was totally their fault. Yeah. Oh my god. Oh yeah, I've had him since middle school. Yeah, he was born in 2008. I've had him since middle school, so it is extremely hard. Yeah, and I feel very depressed and sad, and very kind of weepy. And my mom's crying. My mom is already crying. My mom's already crying, over losing him. He hasn't been put down yet. We're still processing it, but we know it's what's best for him because we talked about this because he escaped our house. He had escaped. We talked about this, and he literally almost got ran over by a car or eaten by a coyote because he escaped our house. He almost got attacked by a coyote or run over by a car. He literally almost got run over by a car because he was found in the middle of the street. And we talked about this, and we agreed that like we want him to die with dignity. Like, we don't want him to die outside being covered in ants. We don't want to find his dead corpse in the house covered by bugs. We don't want to find him turning blue in our house with like flies crawling on him. Even if it were to happen in our house, there would still be flies crawling on him, whether he's inside or outside. We don't want that for him. So we want him to die with dignity. We know that he's dying because the vet said he's in critical condition. He's not really savable. He's not really savable. So we don't really, the alternative is terrible. Even though he'll die sooner, the alternative of letting him die naturally is terrible because he could get hunted down by a coyote. He could get run over by a car, especially if he were to escape again. Now, I have an air tag on him. The escaping thing shouldn't happen again because I literally have an air tag attached to him now because I'm paranoid as fuck and I keep chucking it all the time. And I just monitor to Find My app for like hours. I don't take my eyes off of the Find My app because I make sure I'm like really paranoid about him escaping again. So I have an air tag on him, so that shouldn't happen again. But also like his escape route that he took, we patched that up. That's all patched up. But he does go outside sometimes. Whether it is cool down from the heat or to do his business. Now, I don't think he should be outside at all, really. He shouldn't be doing his business outside. If he's going to be outside, he needs to be with one of us. He needs to be, like, supervised. Like, somebody needs to be there with him, but my parents let him outside so much that I can't realistically be there all the time, so that's why I'm using, like, an AirTag to monitor him. But it's not an ideal situation. Anyhow, my dad was monitoring him tonight from the screen door. Like, my dad was behind the screen door monitoring him tonight. So, and my parents are trying to monitor him more. After he escaped, and I warned my parents about coyotes, and they are trying to monitor him more now, like more than they were before. But we know the alternative of not putting him down and having him die naturally is so much worse. We know the alternative is so much worse, because if he dies naturally, he also has to suffer for a really long time. He would also be suffering, and we don't want him to suffer. We all are in agreement that we don't want him to suffer, and we don't want him to die a violent or horrible death, which he almost did, because he almost got hit by a car when he escaped our house. And that was traumatizing as fuck. I'd never been through anything like that. It was so traumatizing. Dogs that us act like they are unkillable, yes they do. I had something similar happen with me with one of my childhood dogs. She was a little Yorkie. Oh no! I'm so sorry losing a childhood dog sucks. Sending me. I will. Oh, thank you. I like your parrot, so cute. Oh, thank you. Yeah, I'm talking about a lot of really heavy topics tonight. I usually don't talk about really heavy topics, but I can't help it. Because I'm going through some traumatic shit. Like, I can't help talking about heavy topics. Okay, when I said I was worried about, like, with my dog, what I'm worried about is I'm gonna have this memory now of seeing these disturbing images of him being found in the middle of the street after he escaped and almost potentially getting hit by a car. Like, I'm worried I'm gonna have those images already burned into my memory. Like, I don't want that to be how I remember my dog after he dies, like after he's put down. I don't want to remember my dog for the trauma of him being discovered in the street. Like, I don't want that trauma to be like the memories. So I'm gonna have to work that out in therapy. I do see a therapist. I'm gonna have to work that out in therapy. I don't want my last memory to be traumatic. I don't want that. I don't want the trauma of those disturbing photos that were taken of him when he escaped our house and was in the street. I don't want that to be my memory of him. Yeah, I know. Thank you. Yeah, so I'm concerned about is like that will be my memory of him as like him escaping the house and being found in the middle of the street, almost being run over by a car, potentially being potentially run over by a car and being like, you know, that I don't want that to be my memory of him. That's not how I want to remember him. Thank you. Man, I can't find this one quest. It's like rescue of Herbert Limbers. I can't find it. I keep trying to find it. I can't find it. Shit, I can't find this shit. Yeah, I really kind of like getting ready for bed too. I'm having a really hard time finding this one quest.
I attempted to bring an end to these rituals.
I'm just doing a different quest because I'm having a hard time finding this one quest. I'm just doing a different one. Oh, really? Yeah, I'm just playing WoW for the first time as well for like the past few weeks. I think the problem when I was a kid is this game came on CD when I was a kid. From what I recall, you had to install CD when I was a kid. I don't know. Or my computer just wasn't good enough to play it. I think my computer wasn't good enough to play it. If it was download, my computer wasn't good enough to play it. Because I had that problem with a lot of games. Like, I couldn't play Second Life. Yeah. Exactly. Yeah, my parents would buy a CD. My parents, like, and the only games that I got were, like, from the first.
But the ogres ensnared me, drained my power. I defend the light. The light.
For the upper levels. Now, they want me to pay a monthly subscription. I stopped playing. Yeah, for a monthly subscription, I will stop playing. Yeah. I'll probably stop playing and move on to Wizard 101, which I haven't done much of yet, or RuneScape. If they're gonna do that shit, I'll just play RuneScape. I think his first 80 levels are free.
Free me so I might recover and pass some of my power to you. The spell is weakening. The light returns to me. Freedom. You have my gratitude.
Yeah, they want me to pay a monthly subscription. I'll just stop playing it. I'll probably just stop playing it if that happens. We'll have to see. I mean, we'll have to see. Because I'm really enjoying World of Warcraft. We'll have to see.
How can I be of service?
I'm really enjoying playing it, so we'll have to see. You know, we'll have to see. We'll have to see. I mean, I may consider it if I really enjoy it. I may consider it, but we'll literally have to see, because I don't know. I would have to play it really often to make the monthly subscription worth it. I would have to really play it a lot and play it often. But if I, you know, decide that it's right for me, maybe I'll do it if I decide that it's right. Because I enjoy it so far, I really like it so far. We'll have to see, you know. I mean, by default, usually I would say hell no to that kind of shit. I see there's like a swirling purple cloud up there. Okay, that might be where the other quest is. It might be that swirling purple cloud. If I'm lucky, that will be it. Because I've had a really hard time finding this. Oh,
Interested in some experimentation? I can't attack that. I Forbidden magic? Necromancy! It's insane!
It took me like an hour to find this quest. What the hell? It took me like an entire hour to find it. It's taken me an entire hour to find this boss. Well, that's what happens when playing this game now exhausted. RuneScape is fire though. Yeah, I know. Yeah, that one is good too as well. The reason why I've been playing World of Warcraft a lot and not RuneScape as much is because my character is literally inspired by World of Warcraft. Like, the character design is literally inspired by World of Warcraft. That's the reason why that is the whole reason why I am playing it so much, is it just kind of resonates with me like that, you know? Oh my god. Yeah, it's going on 3 in the morning. I think I'm gonna get out of here. I'm too tired to continue doing this. I had been up since 7:30 in the morning yesterday. I literally have been up since 7:30 in the morning yesterday, and I haven't gotten any sleep. So I think I need to head off of here. I need to get out of here because I'm starting to feel really sleepy. I'm gonna fall asleep at my desk if it keeps going. All right. I'm gonna go ahead and end the stream at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, good night, good night, good night, good night.